Hi, everybody. It's Wednesday morning, December 27, 2023. Welcome to Against the Public. I'm Dana Lane. This is your first look at early betting patterns and where you might want to steer clear of public opinion. Today, I've identified 3 National Hockey League games for Wednesday where early betting patterns are definitely going in the wrong direction. After the show, go to pickdawgz.com where you'll find my top 3 college football plays for one low price of $54.99. And of course, this package comes with our Pickdawgz win guarantee that states that you must profit or receive an immediate site credit for the purchase price. In addition to my 3-pack, I have my 30-day all-access pass, my 90-day all-access pass, and my annual all-access pass up there for one low price, less than $100 a month, which equates to less than $10 a day. So that is by far the best package and the one that is the most popular over this bowl season. So here are the reasons why you should join me on Wednesday. And of course, if you've been tailing these free plays, we had another perfect 3-0 night on Tuesday, and we're going to go back and do it again on Wednesday. I think we've done perfect nights in 3 out of the last 5 days. So everybody should be on fire, and I appreciate all the nice notes, especially the people telling me how much money they've put into their wallet. So take some of that money in the wallet and put it into an all-access pass to ensure your success throughout the rest of 2023 and into 2024. If you need more convincing, I'm the #1 college football handicapper on this website with 59.4% winners, good for 2,720 units of profit. Over the last 9 days, that number has improved just a little bit. 60% winners, 2,295 units of profit, but 86% winners over the last 30 days behind an 18-3 run that has netted my customers 1,465 units of profit. I'm 7-2 over the last week with another 475 units of profit. So for better or worse, I always let my numbers speak for themselves, and you can get those numbers on an hourly basis at pickdawgz.com where they're constantly being updated. To become an all-access customer, to get every one of my college football plays, my NFL plays, college basketball, NBA, National Hockey League, get every one of my plays for one low price at pickdawgz.com right now. So let's go to our Wednesday free plays, and today's going to be in a National Hockey League. They're starting back up after their holiday break, and we'll start off with game 37 and 38, 7 o'clock Eastern time. Florida Panthers versus the Tampa Bay Lightning. Tampa minus $1.08. You'll get $1.08 each way in some of these, some places. Tampa is a slight favorite in others, so want to make sure, depending on the side that you want to be on, you want to make sure that you shop for the best number. 6.5 over minus $1.30 is your total, and we see 86% of the money coming in on the Panthers after Florida beat the Vegas Golden Knights right before the Christmas break. And if you listen to Paul Maurice talk, I mean, he was extremely happy with the win. I mean, you could even slap a giddy on that. They were very happy to get that win against the Golden Knights, and it seemed like they took a monkey off their back, pretty much a monkey the size of the Stanley Cup. And so, you don't want to put too much emphasis on a win, but it really seems like Florida is doing this. They are for me, one quality win does not take away from the fact that this team has lost 4 of the last 6 games. I don't think they have a very good power play. I don't think their power play is exactly where it was last year, and it's not. It's not statistically where it was. They're 10% less success rate than they were last season at this point. So there is still a lot of work to be done. Obviously, there's an infusion of confidence with a win over the Vegas Golden Knights, but for me, they are still far less effective than they were a year ago, and one win is not going to change my mind about that. Yep, I'm aware of the Tampa Bay Lightning. Mikhail Sergachev will not be playing for the Lightning. That's a defenseman you're taking off the ice, the guy that plays 20 minutes a night. I completely understand that. But after beating the Golden Knights, and this is the difference between these two teams and the direction that they're going in, Tampa Bay, after beating the Golden Knights, could have easily had a letdown against the Washington Capitals 2 days later. They didn't. They beat the Capitals before they went into the break. That, to me, it shows me the strength of the team. and I still need to see that from Florida. So I'm going to go with John Cooper's team over Paul Maurice's team, and Paul seems pretty giddy about that win against the Golden Knights. But if they lose against the Tampa Bay Lightning, I think that kind of erases everything that they did. And Amalie Arena, we know over the last 3 to 4 seasons has been just a nightmare for teams to go in and get a win. So I think we're going to see the same thing here. We're going to take Tampa minus $1.08. Now, game number 2, the Boston Bruins versus the Buffalo Sabres, 7:30 Eastern Time, game 39 and 40. Boston minus $1.50, 6 over minus 20. If the Bruins don't win this game, there might be a little bit of a problem brewing in the Atlantic Division, because now there are 3 games within 5 points of the Boston Bruins, who had an incredible start. But slowly but surely, they've lost some games that they should not have. And the Bees have games in hand over every team except the Toronto Maple Leafs. But Buffalo is not a matchup you want to throw away. And I know Jim Montgomery's team is 2-4-3 in the last 9 games, but the bettors, that's a 2-7 mark. But before we panic on Boston, there was 3 games at least in that run of games that they could have won. So you look at overtime losers and you look at all the chances that the Bruins had to win those games. That still is telling me that there is a team that has as much offensive firepower, and maybe not, obviously, without Bergeron in the lineup, but not as good as they used to be. Certainly, they would rather have Bergeron and Krejci back in the lineup, but still plenty of firepower there. That top line is still really good. I mean, who knew how good Pavel Zacha was going to be? And with Pasternak anchoring that top line, they're as good as any line in the league right now. I do need to see some more depth scoring from the Bruins as the season goes on. But right now, I'm going to take Boston minus $1.50 in their second free play. And in game number 3, 7:30 Eastern Time, game 41-42. Pittsburgh Penguins versus the New York Islanders. Islanders minus $1.25, 6 over minus 15. 79% of the money is coming in on the Islanders, along with 61% of the tickets. The Pens ended the first half on a 4-1-1 mark. That included a really bad loss to Ottawa. I kind of just throw that away. That's the last game before the holiday break, but that was their first regulation loss in 6 games. New York is 6-2 to end up the half, but 3 of those games could have easily gone the other way. There were shootout wins. There was an overtime win. That shootout win against Boston easily could have went the other way. So, yeah, the record looks good. Do I think they played as good as that record? No, I don't. And so New York we know is on an 11-2-4 run. Still 18th in the league in goals allowed. And if you know the Islanders and the way that they've won games over the years, it's really with defense. And I think as the season goes on and they play more meaningful games, they play division games, they get into the postseason, I think that lack of defense, if that doesn't get better, is going to be exposed. And I think it will be exposed against a team like Pittsburgh, where offensively their numbers statistically are not as good as they have been in the past. But that Malkin line is really starting to heat up, and all we need is to lean on 2 lines that we can say, yep, they can definitely put the puck in the back of the net. For a long time, they were a 1-line team this season. Now they're beginning to be that second-line team again, and then we'll work on some depth scoring. But it's good enough for us. We're going to get a plus money winner here with the Pittsburgh Penguins plus the $1.05. So that does it for our 3 games. Go to pickdawgz.com right now. Get involved with one of my many packages, including my college football 3-pack for $54.99. Get that 3-pack or my 30-day all-access pass for $399.99. My 90-day all-access pass for $869.99. Both are locked in on the website as we speak. Let's keep on building that bankroll. Let's go through our free picks one more time. We're taking Tampa Bay minus $1.08, Boston Bruins minus $1.50, and the Pittsburgh Penguins plus $1.05. So that does it for today's show. Thank you everybody who has joined me, said nice things on the YouTube page. Really, I haven't had any negative comments at all, and I appreciate that. We're certainly on fire right now, and I hope everybody has benefited from that. For Against the Public, I'm Dana Lane. I wish you nothing but the best with your wagers this week.